Hello everyone and welcome to all kinds of content. In this video I'm gonna talk about my favorite turn-based strategy games available on PC, and some of them might be also available on consoles. The first I'm gonna mention is The Disciples 2: The Dark Prophecy. This game, as far as the mechanics go, is a pretty typical strategy game where you begin with the main building and around which you build additional building or better said constructions, which allow you to gain access to more units that you can use for, later in the battles. The maps in these games are really great. They are big and there is a ton of stuff to be found, and you can move almost wherever you want because the way you move is quite limited to the roads that are there, because you cannot move as freely as in the games that I'm gonna mention later, because there are certain roads that you can only take, and but there is enough of them and they will pretty much take you wherever you need to go. What is really interesting and really unique in this game is the way you build your main building, or the way you improve it, and the way you move further. Because as you can see in this picture, you don't just build it like, for example, in Age of Mythology or Lord of the Rings or I don't know, many other strategy games, but it takes you to this screen where you see each one of those buildings being placed at a pre-given location, meaning that you don't have control over that, but each one of that building or construction, because they are obviously not buildings, each one of those constructions offer a different set or one or more units, and that means that you cannot have always everyone, because the units that are available to you depend on the construction you build. This is what the final result might look like, and what you build on depends on the faction that you choose, because there are undead, there are humans, there are dwarves, there are demons, there might be more which I cannot remember all of them at this moment. The another really great thing about this game is that there is a ton of units. You can really choose from many different types of units, ranging from regular soldiers through all kinds of giant hounds to giants and demons and other creatures like that. Then, as you can see in this picture, this game doesn't offer your typical way of fighting, because it takes you to this exact screen where, as you can see, you have two rows of your units facing two rows of your enemy's units, meaning that you have to defeat all of them in order to be able to achieve victory. Now, when it comes to the placement of the units, you have to be careful, because if you place your close range units, for example a soldier or a warrior, behind in the when you place him on the row behind and there is someone in front of him, he won't be able to attack unless or until the character in front of him dies. So you have to be careful about where you place your units. This game also offers story mode, which is quite interesting to play. The next game I'm gonna mention is Civilization 6. Now this game is, I don't know if I can call it typical, but in its game mechanics it is really similar to the previous ones, although the way you build your buildings is let's begin another way. You begin with the main building, and from where on you can build additional buildings. You can make improvements. You can choose what production you want to have. You can choose the direction you want to take. You can choose all kinds of researches, and but the way you build around your base is dependent on the game calls it tiles, but it's again the spots, the movement points that are there for your units to move, but you have to purchase additional ones after you use the ones that you start with, and that can range from 60 to I don't know how much gold, but it can be avoided and the money can be spared by building another settlements, of which I don't know if there is a limit for to build. But you can have all kinds of buildings, but there is quite a big limitation because you cannot build anything anywhere. There are pre-given places, like for example, you can see a tile with, for example, horses, and the only thing that you can build there is a horse stable. And this goes for other resources. But well, as far for the diversity of the units, that is kind of disappointing detail in this game because, as far as I saw, I noticed they are all pretty much the same. So the only difference is when you point at them, click on them, and it will simply say that they are from Germany or I don't any other land that they come from, kingdom, and they are of different color. But a very good feature of this game, or I could say even great feature, no, I could say awesome feature, is the political and economical system. Because not only can you choose what kind of rulership you want to have, and that can be a classical republic, it can be democracy, it can be communist, fascist, oligarchy, monarchy, many of those that are in real life, and each of those provides different benefits to your kingdom. What kingdom you have depends also what ruler you choose. There is Gilgamesh from Sumeria, there is Philip II from Spain, there is Teddy Roosevelt from America, Victoria from England, Gandhi from India, or there are simply many. There are I think 12 in total. There might be some DLCs coming, I don't know. And each one of them also offers different benefits to their own people. Now, thanks to the political system, you can create alliances, you can have friendships, you can declare wars, you can denounce, you can make deals, you can make demands, and all that kind of stuff. And the very nice detail is that you cannot be friends with just anyone, because not everyone will like the way you roll, and simply not only you will declare wars, but they will declare wars on you or simply denounce you. So your access to them, the access to from each one of you will be limited. You can have, so meaning that you can either have open borders towards him or closed borders towards him, meaning no trade routes available. The trade routes are also a really nice thing because there are, just like I said, when it comes to the horse stables, there are resources that you need to build, and it's again not like in many others that you just simply build a farm and get the resources from it. You have to find a place that provides resources, for example a mine, or a place that provides iron. Iron is necessary for knights and other metal works in general, and you might not have access to iron, so you will have to make a deal to someone who has access to iron and make deals good enough for both sides, so he will allow you to trade iron for some other resource of yours. That is quite a nice step towards having a friendship with him, which can lead to an alliance, which means that that there can be an agreement made that he or you will assist both each one of you will assist each one of you when it comes to a war. So he will either assist you in defending or attacking. A very big influence that plays a huge role in this game is also what the ruler, the relationship the other rulers have with the other rulers. So, for example, if you are friendly with someone else who has a conflict with someone else, you cannot be friends, or it's really highly unlikely that you will be friends with his enemy or his or whoever he is unfriendly with, without triggering some kind of negative effect on the guy, on the ruler that you are in friendship with. So all of those things pretty much trigger a chain reaction. But let's go to the progression in the game. You can begin, that can be said before the game, before starting the game. You can you you start in a medieval, I think, medieval or ancient era, with there being 5 before the last one, which is atomic. And all of that, and you will go through it as you progress in the game. So I think I mentioned all of the important details of these games. I think that each one of them has their own special thing that many of you might like, if you're especially if you're looking for something else. I think that each one of them is worth a try if you like this genre. So I really hope that you like this video. I hope you like this list. I hope you will give these games a chance. If you wanna see more videos like this, or more others with more other videos of different kinds, like gameplays and stuff like that, of which I'm gonna upload regularly, then stick to this channel, subscribe, comment on what you would like to see next, and like it so I know that you like it. um, or simply do whatever you deem appropriate. So I think I said it all, so have a nice rest of the day, and bye until then.